about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
You move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty. 'Tis best you move along. Should one pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I have no intention of swapping.
Just between you and me, my task is to seek out... 'Tis an enigma. I'm nodding off where I stand. All day. My legs are as lead. On sight. I'm nodding off where I stand.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
Waiting on that report. Back to it.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
But not at the expense of my
I'll make a living if I get myself injured.
would that all my days were so tranquil. When does my watch end?
I'm ready for
I've clean
patrol.
forgotten. Do not test me.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Some of us get complacent. I'm trained.
Right at last. Boots laced.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it. Off you go now.
Our soldiers need better training.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
This job better be worth. Still a while to go before the ship's over. Bloody hell. All honest coin is made while the sun is high. All seems well here, but you can never be sure.
That will stay a while.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Now we must report to Captain Brat. That's the way of things, is it not? A person of import, I take it? Very well. I will lead the way.
Just the two of us. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion. A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilt between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this God's way? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phasus. Now there's a name to remember.
Only person I believe in is myself.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Welcome, sir, as ever we are... Welcome, sir, as ever we are delighted.
See anyone you like?
Looking for some company, are we?
Welcome, sir.
Just be sure you mind your manners.
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms. They all are.
I've no time for you.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Damn near enough.
Oh. Apologies, Master. mind was 1,000 leagues away.
As you will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we worked...
For the new equipment, Captain.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true... Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend... Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master! Pray, leave this place! My body, it refuses to obey me! There is a voice within my mind! It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I quite agree. I've a modest talent for spotting materials that... Where ought we to go now?
There there is much we ought to tend to. If the information we pry from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, Your Majesty may even discover some method of undoing the Godsway's hold over the pawns. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. I bid you take it. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Batali Palace. It must have been commissioned by someone with great influence. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With the permit came information I found most intriguing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in Batal. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen and was banished from the kingdom when her prophecy displeased the Queen Regent. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of Your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Interested in my wares?
Perhaps a journey to Batal will aid us in unraveling the secrets of the Godsway.
I am attentive and loyal. And where ought we to go now?
Right, just follow me.
You're here.
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence. And in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
One must take some right.
It's still too early to set out.
This I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
The world could use more places like this.
Well, this can't be happening.
Drop all your gear.
Don't think I'll stand.
Judge me. Here, an enchantment. The cold to freeze our foes. I will protect you. A flawless execution. Apologies.
You would gather... Can we really afford to carry more?
I grow restless when I do the same thing all along.
Will this take
A merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates! So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Go on through.
Treat myself to a tickle before bed.
Buy a little something, won't you? Many thanks, sir.
Not buying? That's just as well.
Only fools devote.
Can't imagine living any other way.
This is the only way to live.
I'm starving, I am. Food? Have you any food? Many thanks. I'm still very hungry. Spare some charity for the poor. Ah!
You there! What do you think you're doing, huh? You keep your hands off him. Don't go thinking you can treat the poor however you like just because you're better off.
Calm down, Hugo. You've got it all wrong. This kind sir has been good enough to share some food with me. I've the both of you to thank for my good health and my full belly.
Is that right? Suppose I owe you an apology then, cuz. In my defence, one can't be too careful. There's a child-snatching scoundrel around nearly every corner in these parts. The name's Hugo, by the way. I'm a helper of sorts to the poor who live here. Ain't many folk willing to offer that sort of kindness. Even just one more's a glad sight, let me tell you. So pay me no mind. And I'm sorry for before. If you're here to help, I'll not say another word against you.
Many thanks, sir. Lucky I am to have the two of you looking out for me.
How might I assist?
A group of they call themselves the Coral Snakes, and they are no common thieves. They are organized and deadly efficient. And worse still, they are without scruples. They have been killing and stealing in equal measure. Devils, the lot of them. What say you? Would you lend your aid in catching them? Many thanks, sir. I shall be glad to know someone is doing aught to help us. You all begin by scouring for their hideout. It must be somewhere near the highway, for that has been their primary target thus far. Mayhap you could learn aught by speaking with some survivors of the raids.
If we are to locate the bandits' hideout, we ought to begin by gathering what information we can from those nearby. I can guide you there, if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to... I enjoy tackling fierce.
There's been more trouble, as if we needed it. Happened right near here, too. I'd bet my left boot 'twas those coral snakes behind it. Nowhere's safe anymore. Seems they've slipped past this checkpoint and gone right into Batal. Whether they put all that effort into honest work like the rest of us. If someone doesn't put a stop to them anon, we'll all be sorry. A city can't function without a steady supply of goods, and fewer carts are making the journey. They say you should be thankful for your life, but simply being alive isn't the same as living, eh? The trouble happened due south of here. 'Twill be those coral snakes again, I'm sure of it.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
The Arisen decides our path.
The coral snakes town. If we scour the area, we might find a clue to their hideout. I can guide you there, if you wish.
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, you return of your own volition. This is good. I am relieved to see that you are fulfilling your charge. Now, 'twould be advantageous for you and your pawn to visit the Rockmouse's burrow in Backbatal. Methinks 'tis where you will find that which you seek. Farewell.
Perhaps this has no bearing on the matter, but might I add, have you grown accustomed to the adventuring life? If there's anything you're unsure of, I would fain be of aid.
Of course, and I'll be sure to watch you, that I might learn from the best.
Watch out for the bastard!
Nice! Something from our foe. That was crafty of you. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I would be glad to demonstrate the efficacy of my mage skills, should you desire magical assistance. Might I be of assistance?
Guard all you want. Won't make a difference when I'm back, you see?
Icy sting is yours to wield.
I'm in your way.
Have no fear. Everything will be all right.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
I can't let you get away. I knew you would prevail, Master.
I dare say the Arisen would have defeated him not without him.
A resounding success.
An impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen?
We are at our best when we combine our strength. All creatures who know death cling to life.
Let them run. We need not waste our strength.
Who are you? What would you with me? You looking for the coral snake's hideout? Don't ask me. They were on us before I knew what was happening. Couldn't even guess where they... Come to think of it, 'twas as we passed the crags to the west of here that they all came out at once. I had a clear view of them from the back of the cart. That's all I know. I ran for my life. Only reason I'm still here. Thought I'd come back, see if aught was left. But just being here again puts my hairs on end. You know what? I just remembered. There was a child traveling with us. Wonder if the lad's all right.
I shan't let them harm you.
Ah, what an excellent row, Master.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Tis clear you're not...
They came all as one from the...
The coral snakes were seen twixt the...
My apologies. Hear an old man out, won't you? Ah, 'tis you. Thought I recognized you. Fair. Good thing I did...
I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Sunset draws near.
Where we do not fall prey.
First blood's always the sweetest.
You all right?
Halt, I say!
Who? Fight.
I'll have you.
Pursuing young bandit may well lead us to the fiend's hideout. Come, Master. There is not a moment to lose.
So we've finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.
We've a choice of where to go, but how to know the path best traveled?
Do we decide based on our experience or trust?
Oi! Have you lost it? A child was hurt during today's raid. We don't hurt children. That's the rule. Don't tell me you forgot.
Sorry. Must have slipped my mind.
It's like that, is it? Huh? That what you gonna tell Lenzo? He says we don't hurt kids. So you better.
Hold it! Who's this, then?
We've got an intruder. I'll go warn Lenzo.
Coming here was the last mistake you'll ever make, cuz.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Be ready! Our foes are armed!
Son of a...
Come on then. Let's dance.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Resistance has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames!
Prepare yourself!
Where your use of magic? The bridge might not hold.
I am well aware. Wasn't my intent.
Come to think of it...
No, no, no. Am I going to make it?
Come on, this way. I need to get you out of here before things get bloody. That's what Lenzo said to do, if we ever got raided. So come on, you lot. We're going to go see him. He'll keep us all safe I'm sure of that. They're already here! Run for it!
Could you come over here?
Come on, put up a fight. Get back here.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt.
I will protect you. That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I don't stand a chance.
My thanks. We shall accompany you now. Those coral snakes must pay for their crimes. We shall join you and aid your efforts however we can.
Give no quarter.
This appears to be the coral snake's hideout. If we capture their leader, the other bandits might be brought to heel.
There's no great shot in the cave.
Shocked numb by lightning.
Well fought, Arisen. Would seem I've some catching up to do.
Huzzah! You've done it!
You'll not get past me!
Should be. Get back here.
Stop!
Where do you think you're going, eh? Get back
You'll not
here.
get past me! Stop!
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. I fear this foe may be beyond our abilities at present.
Indeed. We ought to quit this place at once. Why do I feel as though I've seen this exact scene play out before?
What is the matter with you? We are under attack!
For a moment I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks to you, Arisen. Losing your balance on an incline this sharp could be perilous. Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Hugo! We're out of time, lad. We'll have to scarper.
Coming, lads, out!
But before I forget... Here you are. Time for you to make yourself useful. Tisn't the first time I've taught an unseasoned whelp the meaning of betrayal. And it shan't be the last! Goodbye, lad. Don't be sore. You were a fool, but a useful one.
I can't believe it.
Arrest him!
Lanzo. Why?
A job well done. It is unfortunate that their leader escaped, but I very much doubt the coral snakes will be using this hideout again. We'll interrogate the lad and see what he knows. Mayhap he can tell us aught of the leader's whereabouts. The coral snakes are still an enigma. Mayhap the lad can tell us more.
'Twas painful to behold how callously the leader treated that young man. He shed him like an old boot.
We'd all hoped for a better outcome.
Leave the finding of equipment and... Our fortunes are looking up. All the more so if we sell this newfound prize.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
Unless my eyes deceive me, there's something down there. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements. back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there.
These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
So the fun begins again. Risen.
Battle cannot be avoided. Just fight or die.
No quarrel here. I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I could have done no better.
We've strayed off course. A different path would deliver us quicker now. I'll lead the way. We're off to the tavern then. The Rock Mountain. His burrow was... I can go. Hide you there, if you wish.
Guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
This is just the sort of place that begs exploring.
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
Very well, if I must.
Times must be tedious if you've resorted to challenging beasts to bouts.
You ought not to be so careless. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Here, please. shall know my pain twofold.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
Ah, I see you pinched something with our bow. That was crafty of you.
This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aid.
More of the same, it seems.
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your eyes peeled.
I've got a good feeling about this one. 'Twas a greater haul than I'd hoped, but it's only made me eager to find more treasure.
A covetous nature is like to invite all manner of misfortunes. A heavy pack not least among them.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like. Master. Tis a pleasure to serve you, Master.
Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes.
What a fascinating way to end a foe. This will serve for a fine tale when I master beyond the rift.
Now that is a surprise.
I know we're not to be trifled with.
'Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with weapons sheathed. I shan't let them harm you.
Feast your mind on this.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Could you come over here?
Well met. Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss, and I don't fancy standing round all the while. Shall we make for the tavern? Come.
Here's a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
You may encounter failed soldiers and other scoundrels on the road, but they're hardly worth the worry. 'Tis the coral snakes you want to watch out for. Tell is, they've a hideout somewhere on the city's outskirts, and they assail ox carts in an organized fashion. Unlike monsters, they're cunning, and they always travel in groups large enough to overwhelm.
Well met, sir. We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Back Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this, then. Simply show it to one of the sentries, and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
How might I be of service?
Simply show it to one of the sentries, and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and they are harsh in their persecution of the poor. Simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
Me?
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
I've just had a thought. The pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. How might the technique used to control us be dispelled?
Those statues fetch a fine sum, mate.
G'day, sir. I'm not sure I can be of aid.
Shall we get some...
Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Shall we...
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used. Where ought we to go now?